Weekly Jamaica Courant. The Weekly Jamaica Courant, published as the Weekly Jamaica Courant, with news foreign and domestic, was the first newspaper published in colonial Jamaica and the West Indies, and the second regular newspaper in the British settlements of the New World. It was first published in 1718 and was disestablished in 1755, being succeeded or replaced by the Jamaica Gazette or the Street Jago de la Vega Gazette. Prelude. On 1 October 1717, Nicholas Laws, Governor of Jamaica, requested the Board of Trade's permission for the founding of a local printing press. Laws presented his case personally at the board's meeting on 10 October 1717, further adding that a press would be a public convenience and advantage to commerce. The requested press was set up by Robert Baldwin, printer, sometime during April-May 1718 on Church St. L. He is thought to have been guaranteed a government contract for the printing of official business, and to have chosen Kingston as his base for the greater commercial opportunities the centre offered in contrast with Spanish Town, the administrative capital, which saw less commerce than Kingston and nearby Port Royal. Establishment. The Courant's date of first publication is uncertain. The earliest extant issue is that of 28 May 1718, which has been proposed as the paper's first issue. An earlier issue of 11 February 1718, not extant, has also been proposed as the paper's first issue. Either issue makes the Courant the first newspaper published in the West Indies, and the second regular newspaper in the British colonies of the New World, preceded only by the Boston News Letter of 1704. Editorship. The Courant was published by authority and passed by the censor of colonial Jamaica, Thomas Ridout. It was edited by Robert Baldwin until the first quarter of 1722, by his widow, Mary, until sometime during 1734, by their sons, Peter and Robert, until 5 February 1746. It is unclear who edited the paper after this. Printing. The Courant was usually printed in 4 sheets of 17 by 22 inches. Its early copy seems to have been modelled after the London Gazette, to which paper the Courant's first issues bore resemblance. The paper's design and format were modified in the 1720s. It was published by Robert Baldwin until the first quarter of 1722 by his widow Mary, until sometime during 1734 by their sons Peter and Robert, until 5 February 1746. It is unclear who published the paper after this. Coverage. The Courant covered European news as published in British papers which were brought over to Port Royal, government business, and some local news, including prices, current and shipping intelligence, in addition to advertisement. Its coverage seems to have remained unchanged throughout the paper's history. An analysis of advertisements in extant issues of the Courant revealed that ads for runaway black and white slaves constituted the bulk of the paper's ads. The issue for 12 September 1722 notably gave an account of the 28 August 1722 hurricane, which claimed 400 lives. Circulation. A Courant issue cost 1 bit, or 3/2 crowns a quarter. Its audience is thought to have comprised mainly Jamaican merchants and planters. Distribution was organised by parish, with various of the press's agents taking subscriptions, and slaves delivering the paper's issues. For instance, disestablishment. The Courant's date of last publication is uncertain. Its last issue is generally thought to have been published in 1755. It may have been continued by the Street Jago de la Vega Gazette, first published in 1755, or merged with or replaced by the Jamaica Gazette, first published in 1745. Legacy. Pitifully few copies of the Courant have survived the ravages of time, hurricane, and termites. For instance, the earliest extant issues, for 30 July 1718 and 5 August 1718, survive only due to their removal from Jamaica, as Baldwin had used these as pasteboard to bind a Royal Navy log book due for the Board of Trade in London. In total, only 15 of the paper's issues are unknown.